Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we're going to talk about that $20,000 student loan debt relief program. That's right, you're going to know where to go after this video and how to sign up and make sure you're all set because it hasn't started yet. You have until sometime in October to even apply. So now's the time to get your ducks in a row, and we're going to go over it. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I want you to be able to follow along. So we're going to talk about this first. Please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel once again and share the videos because you never know who will need help. You don't know who's out here who may not even know that there's a debt relief program. Not everybody is in tune with news and updates throughout the day, so you never know who you're going to be able to help. But as you guys know, we always have to discuss the situation at the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page. And again, share the videos and also notice the join button over here on right hand side. That's how you become a member of the channel. And as a member of the channel, you receive special messages under the community tab and you receive 1 or 2 videos per month. You can join me on any live stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and discuss anything you want on screen, on camera, because you'll have a link to join me. And you have other perks such as special emojis as well that most members don't even use. But nonetheless, new emojis are coming out sooner or later. But let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. First things first, you need to go to this place right here. If you know you already have a Pell Grant or any loan for that matter, you need to go to studentaid.gov. Create an account. So some of you may be out of school. Some of you may say, hey, I don't remember if I have a Pell Grant, if I'm going to even qualify, because I might have a PSLF or I might have some other loan. Well, the simplest thing to do, straight out, studentaid.gov for everybody on podcast. Student, S-T-U-D as in David, E-N-T as in Tom, A-I-D.gov. Come over here, and if you have an account, then you already know what you may qualify for. And if you do not, you need to create an account. You're going to have to give up your social security number. You're going to have to give up your date of birth. And also, one other thing, make sure that you have tax documents from 2021. All right, 2021, 2020, but the later the better. So if it's 2021, that's good. If you file early somehow and do 2022, that's good, because it does matter how much money you make if you're going to receive this debt forgiveness. All right, now again, there's 2 different buckets. So some people can only receive up to $10,000. All right, let's get into it a little bit. And then others can receive up to $20,000. That's for starters. And then the other part to this is this simple. Don't think that you're going to have money coming back to you. All right? If you've already paid off your loans, you aren't going to be able to get money back. Parents, if you paid loans for your children to go to school, or pay off the loans for your children that went to school, or you paid for their school, you do not get any money for that either. All right? So just keep this in mind. There's no clawback, nothing like that. Unless you have been paying during the forbearance that they gave student loan payment people, you may be able to claw back some money. So in other words, remember later last year, they said, okay, we're extending where you have a current payment plan for your loan that they would say you don't have to pay. Or even though they said you didn't have to pay, you decided to pay. The people that decided to pay, even though they didn't have to, get this, you can possibly get some money back as part of the relief program. All right. And also, we'll get into it here because as you see, I'm on the page that shows you. And I'm just going to go down the list because you can do this yourself. This is at studentaid.gov. In fact, the debt relief announcement, I'll have a link down below for each one of the pages that I'm going to be talking about. So therefore, you guys can go and check it out. This is just going to be short and brief because you guys can go to these pages and apply and go look at it yourself. But number one is you can find out if you're eligible. And number one is if you make $125,000 or more singly, or $250,000 or more in your household in 2020 or 2021, then you will not qualify. All right? You have to make under those numbers. And good news, 90% of the population makes under those numbers. All right? So it's pretty simple that way. Now, here's the thing. Notice this key phrasing, 20,000 in debt relief. All right? If you received a Pell Grant in college and meet the income threshold under 125,000 as a household individually, that means you get to do the debt relief. If you make 250,000 married filing jointly or head of household, $250,000 or more, you cannot file. Again, this is very important. 250,000 or less being married, filing jointly in the head, and that's your household. Under 250,000, you can get up to 20,000. But it's only for Pell Grant in college and meet the income threshold. You'll be eligible for up to 20,000 in debt relief. Now, here's the other factor. 10,000 in debt relief if you did not receive a Pell Grant in college and meet the income threshold. You'll be eligible for up to 10,000. So again, even if you don't have a Pell Grant, then you can get up to 10,000. And some of you right now are going, how do I know? Again, like I started this out with, go to studentaid.gov and create an account. And then after a few days, 72 hours or 72 business hours, that is, Monday through Friday. I don't know if they'll be doing it over the weekend, but give them 3-4 days and then it will show up in your dashboard if you qualify or have a Pell Grant. All right? Because you're going to go somewhere else just to stay up to date because you never know. You know how government works. These guys aren't like expeditious. You know, they take their sweet time. All right. Step 2, prepare. And notice they say log into your account at studentaid.gov. Simple. That simple. And then submit your application when available is step 3. All right. Look, the application will be available online by early October 2022. And sure enough, like clockwork, there's going to be people out here charging or attempting to charge you, talking about we'll take $500, we'll take whatever to get this done for you. You can do this easily yourself. It's all going to be right here online. The only thing you're going to need is to prove your income. That's it. And make sure you qualify. Other than that, you can apply online. It's not ready yet. So some of you may say, hey, Eric, what do I got to do about being ready? Because I might not know anything about it. Well, again, we'll share updates on this page and send you an email when application is available. You'll have until December 31, 2023 to submit your application. Now, again, don't go for the okie doke. You guys know how we do it. It's real in the field here. These guys could change. This could change. All right? So the sooner the better. There's some people around here that don't want people to receive this. And I'm talking about government officials. I'm talking about senators and Congress people. They're trying to reverse this activity. So again, you want to apply day 1, day 2 if possible, because 5 or 6 months from now, it might not be forgiven. So all I'm saying is this is why no time to waste. Get over here, sign up at studentaid.gov. All right. Now, how do I know if I ever received a federal Pell Grant? Some of you are saying that, right? Like I said, you log in, create an account here. You will see it in your dashboard. If you did not, that's okay. You're still going to get up to $10,000 in relief. But you do want to see that Pell Grant in the back office, right? Because you want to get up to 20,000. And some of you, again, some people are saying, hey, what happens if I only owe 5,000? Do I get the other 5,000 back? No, ladies and gentlemen, you do not. If your loan is less than 10,000, they're just going to pay off that less than 10,000 amount. You don't get any money. In other words, nobody's getting any money extra. It's only going to be forgiven. The money's going to be used, whatever shows on your account, that's what's going to be paid. Some of you might say, I got 15,000 and I qualify for the 20. Well, guess what? They're going to pay off the 15. They're not sending you a check for the extra 5. All right? This is debt relief and forgiveness, ladies and gentlemen. You've asked for it. You got it. This is a drop in the bucket, but it's helping 80 million Americans potentially. That's a lot of people when you think about it. All right? Now, if I have a Pell Grant, do I need to do anything to get the full 20,000 relief? I went over this. This is why this video is going to be short, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you just need to submit your application for debt relief, which is going to come out sometime in October. All right? Sign up here, studentaid.gov, and then you will get an email. But you're going to sign up at 2 places. Make sure you subscribe here at the channel. Make sure you watch some of the live streams, because when it does come up, I will discuss it. So you will not be out of the loop even if you don't receive an email from studentaid.gov, because maybe you want to go to the White House website. All right. Now, when you submit your application, we'll check our records to determine if you have a Pell Grant, which would qualify you for up to $20,000 in debt relief. You don't need to take any additional action to show us that you received a Pell Grant. That's simple. All right. Now, do I still qualify for a full $20,000 in debt relief if I received only 1 Pell Grant? Everybody listening on podcasts, yes. As long as you received at least 1 Pell Grant of any amount, you qualify for the additional $10,000 in debt relief. This additional $10,000 will be applied to eligible loans, such as undergraduate, ladies and gentlemen, which is natural. But how about those graduate or parent loans? That's right. It doesn't matter if the Pell Grant was used for the same program of study or at the same school as your federal student loans. So again, this goes across schools. It goes across barriers regarding the type of loan it is. That is beautiful. So that, again, is why it can cover so many millions of Americans. Now, this is the one that doesn't. It's not covered by. If I have a Parent Plus loan and my child received a Pell Grant, can the full $20,000 in debt relief be applied to my Parent Plus loans? No. Eligibility for debt relief is based on each borrower's situation. Now, if a student received a Pell Grant, up to $20,000 in debt relief will be applied to the student's loans. That's right. Not to any loans their parents may have taken out. Very simple, very plain. All right? A parent who has taken out loans, including loans for their own studies or Parent Plus loans for their child, may qualify for debt relief if they meet the income eligibility criteria. So once again, the answer is it depends. All right? If a parent also received a Pell Grant for their own studies, then the parent borrower may be eligible for up to $20,000 relief on their loans. Otherwise, the parent borrower may be eligible for up to $10,000 in debt relief. All right, there you go. So again, the $20,000 number, you're not going to qualify if you have a Parent Plus loan. You will qualify as long as you meet the income criteria if it's the $10,000 portion. So again, this helps a lot of other people, and plus all of these. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Look, which loans are eligible? Most federal student loans are eligible. Parent Plus, Grad Plus, consolidation loans on or before June 30th of 2022. Now, there's a cutoff. These loans that's going to have debt relief has to be before June 30th, 2022. Is that pretty awesome? The FFEL, the Federal Family Education Loan Program loans held by ED, Education Department, backed by, right? Perkins loans held by Education Department. That's key. Notice Education Department. Defaulted loans are even able to be forgiven as long as they're ED held or commercially serviced, subsidized, unsubsidized, Parent Plus, Grad Plus, Perkins held by ED. So there you go. Defaulted loans, you still qualify. The following types of federal student loans with outstanding balance as of June 30th, 2022, eligible for relief: William D. Ford direct loan programs, whether they're subsidized, unsubsidized, Parent Plus, graduate. I'm going over this pretty rapidly because I didn't want this video to be too long. Now, I'm going to have a website, all right, the government website, which is whitehouse.gov, Public Service Loan Forgiveness, / and then something else. So therefore, that's too long for everybody at podcast. But if you are on the web, down below in the description below this video, I'll have a link to the whitehouse.gov Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. And then you can click on Am I Eligible? And they go through the steps. This is a tool that they have. So you now have a tool so you can go with federal direct loans, including a direct consolidation loan, or any of the following types that I mentioned before. Supplemental loans for students, that could be HEAL, HEAL, Health Education Assistance Loan, federally insured student loans, clearly those federal Perkins loans. So again, you can find out going to the whitehouse.gov Public Service Loan Forgiveness. I don't know if that comes up as a page by itself, but if it does, if it doesn't, I'll have a link down below. Now, you keep hearing about ED, right? Well, here you can go to ed.gov. You can actually sign in here. This is your third way to make sure that you are up to date on when this application becomes available, so you will not miss it. So you have 3 ways to do it, right? Studentaid.gov, E as in Eric, D as in David.gov, or subscribe to StopStrugglingNow.com. That's the website. That's where you go get the gear. You go to youtube.com / Stop Struggling Now, and then subscribe and click the all notification bell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. It's that simple. It's not too crazy. So all I can tell you is you need to get on board now. Don't wait. Make sure your taxes are filed 2020, 2021. And if you do early 2022, so be it. But those years, one or all, need to be filed. And therefore, they want to make sure you fall within that $125,000 per person threshold in the household. All right. And unfortunately, if you make more than that, congratulations, you're in the top 10% of the wealthiest in the country. It may not feel like it, but you are. And so therefore, everybody else, get on the train to where you can get some part of your student loans forgiven. And with all that said, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, but any debt forgiveness you can get, why not? Corporations get them. Banks, when they need bailouts, get it. Airlines, cruise lines, all these companies get bailouts. The individuals who pay taxes for their bailouts rarely gets any relief. This is one of the few times, even though it's minor, a drop in the bucket, but nonetheless, take advantage, ladies and gentlemen. You earned it. You're paying the taxes for it one way or another anyhow. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.